That kind of sounds like one of those, what you calls it? One of those sort of like things that, the things where you flop them, and then they make sounds because you flop them. Oh, that's gonna kill me later. The flop boards. You kind of like in the wind. I will cut that out. I need to not stress about things flopping. And hot damn, Polyphemus, man, that's a pretty good start to an Eden run. Hello everyone, my name is Rage and welcome to an Afterbirth Eden streak. And can you believe it? Can you even comprehend it? Can you feel it? The cusp of something great. Because if we win this run, 50 Eden runs in a row. Which for me, considering that I have a tendency to colossally mess things up, is pretty good. I'm like surprised. I'll do this. Please don't backfire horribly. I can't tell if that backfired horribly or not. I feel like it kind of did. Oh, no, see, that was my plan all along. I totally knew one of them would become an explosive nub and wipe out all the others for me. Easy. Oh my God, what a good start. Polyphemus and the wafer. All we need now is a frickin' ice cream to stick it in and we're just fine. Oh, that is glorious, just glorious. And the fact that we have the Emperor card as well for a little bit of teleporting action. It's like the universe wants us to claim our 50th victory here, and that is all good. In fact, that proves my theory. All along, I knew that I was a genetically engineered Isaac playing biological construction designed and built by a race of super aliens that have mastered all aspects of the universe apart from Isaac. Isn't that right, little horn? Isn't that right? It makes perfect sense when you think about it, because if you've got yourself a society where you're really good at everything but one thing, you're naturally going to yearn after that one thing. So imagine if you're a super race of, like, godlike aliens, but you don't have any arms, you just telekinesis everything, which is fine, but then you kind of see humans and you're like, I wonder what stroking things feels like. Damn, I want to find out, so I'm going to use my Superman intelligence to make a stroker bot. No, a robot stroker. No, a stroke borg. A Psy-stroke? A Psy-stroke! I'm gonna make myself a Psy-stroke, plug my consciousness into it, then when my Psy-stroke feels somebody's body... Weird phrasing, I know. And then I'm going to get the sensory inputs from it and then experience arms. It's a flawless plan. So in the situation where you've not been able to successfully play one particular video game from the planet Earth, you make an Isaac Borg, a binding of Borg, a Borging. You make a Borging, and then get them to play it for you, and then I've got alien consciousness plugged into my head, and then all I do, in fact, I'm just going to leave this room, there's no point me trying to get the rock or the cursed room, I'm just going to damage myself and not get the devil deal, and if there's one thing that I need to do right now, it's sell my soul to the devil. So I've got loads of alien consciousness plugged into my brain, and they are experiencing me play Isaac, but here's the plot twist. There was a malfunction in my creation process that actually meant that I'm kind of terrible at the game, so ironically they're not even experiencing it that well, but by some fluke of miracle of God, God, of course, being the name of the alien overlord, he found it very awkward when he came to Earth and realized that we kind of had that going on, and a lot of people, you know how that goes, and he was like, oh, well, this is terribly embarrassing, it's just as common as Dave is for you, I mean, seriously, literally, we have 189 gods on this one spaceship, which caused all sorts of confusion with the humans, you have no idea. Alright, yeah, this is happening. We are going to have some magnetic Cyclops action, and it won't be too bad, because we're not firing that often, so it's not going to just immediately pull things into our face, so it should mostly be an advantage. But yeah, we've got like at least nearly 200 of them. It just caused such an awkward ruckus when people realized we had to clarify. There was a lot of conversation, just really weird. I mean, that does occur to me though, if aliens ever do land on Earth, we just have literally no way of speaking to them. Even if it's as simple as oh yeah, he only charges once when he is saturated. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I like to imagine somebody has poured oil on this dingle dangle, so now he's a lot more dense and sluggish, and that was pretty cool when he charged and died. Alright, I've got my underwear on and I'm ready for a devil deal. I think we take both of these, right? This seems pretty good. And why did the money pop instead of just going to one of the other healths? I mean, I guess that's fine. I just really thought it would move down. But yeah, especially Rotten Baby. That's going to be brilliant because each fly from him is going to be like a nuclear bomb exploding because of Polyphemus damage. We're going to go get that tinted rock, or at least hopefully get that tinted rock. But yeah, you just couldn't communicate because you couldn't have language, you wouldn't have gestures or hand movements or anything. In fact, knowing humanity's look, we'd probably instantly accidentally do the universal sign for the declaration of war. This is going to be kind of tricky. Alright, if I just... Oh, yeah, piercing tears. I realize that now. Fuck, explode! Yeah! Alright, now I've just got to... Jesus, I've just made this room into a freaking death trap. Alright, I want to go in the cursed room. Yep, weave, go. God, I'm moving so slowly. It's not even funny. Please be worth it. It's just a blank room, and then it just gives me 2 emperors. So, I mean, yeah, I could use one, but then I have to come back and get the other, so it's actually just a massive tease, and... damn it. But that would be hilarious. Aliens land, they do their sign for peace, and we don't realize, and we like wave, which is just an innocent gesture for humans, but in alien tongue, it means flee, for we are going to wipe out your species, and then all hell breaks loose. Just really awkward. That's why I should clearly be the ambassador of all aliens, because I'm pretty sure that I could easily have the ability to communicate and foster peace. Though, now that I'm hearing certain sounds in the background, give me a moment, we may need to jump cut! And we're back in the room! Yes, what you don't realize is I've actually secretly pre-programmed all of you to react to the words cut. So you go into a trance, and then you complete my evil bidding. Would that not be a plot twist? Would that not be the twistiest of twistable plots? We'll get the cursor once we've got a little bit more health to spare. And I do apologize for having to have a little break, but the commotion was strong. Generally, when you hear the sounds, what sound like a small brawl going outside your room, you kind of need to find out what it is. As it turned out, it was just a cat attacking a leg and trying its best to murder it. What is it with cats? And deciding that your feet specifically need to be murdered. Is it a kitten thing, or is it gonna happen constantly? Because it's just so much foot murder and claws. My legs are just covered. It's not even my cat, and my legs are just covered in scratches. It's lucky. It's adorable. Multidimensional babies, not bad. I mean, the double fast Polyphemus here is definitely strong. But yeah, imagine if that was true. I've got like the psychic programming in you whenever I say cut. So you know, whenever I'm like, we'll cut that out, and you guys were like, but he never cuts that out. What if I actually did? But because you go into this trance and complete evil biddings, you never really notice it, and you wake up just after I've said we'll cut that out. Now that is a plot twist. Alright, I hopefully at no point will have to go that way. And then I instantly find out that I will indeed have to go that way. Oh, woe is me. But we do need the shop, so hopefully
I mean, we'll grab that, and then we'll grab 2 of clubs. I guess a bomb is a bomb, and it costs the same amount as a normal bomb, so it's fine. And we'll go in the curse room now, because we are about to have the extra health, but I'm still not entirely happy about this. That's the thing. I'm still unamused. Alright, what have you got for me? A couple zombies? I mean, not ideal, unless they're mine to command, in which case, yeah, I'd say that's definitely ideal, but they're not currently mine to command. Alright, we'll use it in here, because I want to see what this is, and temperance, we'll blow it up, see what happens. Couple bits of moolah, that's fine for the next floor. We can afford an item, and now, alright, we did it. We did it. I hate crossing that room. It's like straight something out of Indiana Jones or like Jungle Run. Did anybody ever watch Jungle Run? This might only be an English thing. I feel like it is. But Jungle Run was the shiz. I loved watching that. Basically, it was a bunch of kids got taken to this massive sort of indoor jungle, and they had to do various jungle-themed challenges, and each challenge would reward them with little monkey statues that would give them time in the final challenge, which was a series of harder puzzles. And they used to win like really lame stuff now, but really old, outdated technology like waterproof watches that were all plastically and see-through. Obviously, something being waterproof isn't outdated, but they were just really cheesy, crappy electronics. But obviously the kids were like, yeah! This is great! Like, I think a video player got given away, not even a DVD player. That's how long ago they were still being used. I think there was one at some point. But either way, the prizes were just kind of like, alright then. But for the, like, 12-year-olds on it, it was like the best thing, like a Christmas present. And it was really, really cool. The same way that freaking Raven was cool. Raven was fantastic. I used to love that show when I was little, and I had no idea. I used to be like, do the kids actually get disintegrated when they lose a challenge? Because, like, they lose and then they get teleported back out. What's going on? And the effects of the show were just beyond me. Raven is a game show where, again, it's a load of kids. They each represent a certain standard, and they're dressed up, and their mentor is basically like a mage dude who turns into a raven. Effectively Medivh from WoW, now that I think about it. And they have to do various little challenges, parkour-based stuff, like archery, or like going across a obstacle course that's like moving, and across like a bridge on a river, and just little athletic based challenges. And if they fail, they lose a life. If they lose all their lives, they are in line to do the Way of the Warrior, which is an exceedingly hard, for the age of the people participating, parkour course. And if they make it to the end, they escape elimination and someone else has to attempt it. But if they don't, then they get eliminated. So whoever has the least amount of feathers on their standard, which represents their lives, had to do it. I'm probably doing a pretty bad job of explaining these, but basically, there was a trend in children's TV for a while, which was get a load of kids and make them do seemingly challenging physical activities until one of them is declared the winner, and it honestly was genuinely entertaining. But the reason I bring up Jungle Run specifically is it used to fascinate me, but it also used to terrify me, because one of the challenges was go in this underground maze of tunnels and find the statues, the monkey statues that gave you more time in the final challenge. And to do that, you had to crawl on your hands and knees through these tight, tiny corridors and hope that you found it. And then not even then, you have a time limit. And if the time limit runs out and you've not escaped the tunnels, they literally lock them inside and offer their so-called teammates the chance to rescue them by giving up some monkey statues and having less of an effect in the final rounds. They could basically choose to get their friend back, but at the cost of some prizes. And obviously a lot of people like, fuck that guy, he's the one that didn't go out, more prizes for us, yeah, tribal rules, which was always kind of amusing that they just instantly dropped them. But it always used to terrify me, because I used to imagine myself doing it, trapped in these maze of corridors underground, desperately searching for freaking monkey statues, while I knew if I didn't do it in time, I'd get locked in and my friends would leave me behind to die. Now, obviously, it wasn't as severe as that, because it was a game show and health and safety, and they obviously were fine and agreed to it, and it's all good, but it just used to freak me the hell out, and I never really knew why. But at the same time, I would absolutely love to be be on that show. I mean, one of them was swing on a rope across open water and grab monkey statues from rocks on a flowing waterfall. Like, there was some really seriously cool stuff that surely did not look safe now that I think about it, but I always wanted to go on one of those shows. I mean, I never really did, obviously. I say never really did. No, I just didn't. The closest I've got to anything like that is paintballing. Do I D4? I mean, we're having a good run. I'll see what the boss drop and the potential devil deal is, and then I think we might go for it. Because while we're having a fine run, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, we could have a crazy good run with a little bit of luck. D4 tends to mean good run. Vernacular Yetis, Queen Appointment Jack. So basically, the Vernacular Yetis made an appointment with the Queen, and they spoke to a Yeti called Jack to bring peace between the Yeti peoples and the humans. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like there needs to be more sentient life forms on this Earth. I just think it would be really cool to have to share the planet with a species as intelligent as us, but not biologically compatible. So we are definitely two different species. I just think it would be really, really cool. Do I D4? Do I D4? Do I D4? Jesus Christ, we look possessed. Excellent. I want to do it so much. The unknown is so tempting. What have we got in the shop? Hey, isn't this just the same shop that I'm so confused by that. That looks very similar. Fuck you, Bible. Constantly appearing, ruining my life. You're ruining my life. In fact, I can technically pull this out of there by just slowly firing. Yes, come on, golden chest. You know you want to come over here. Yes, you do. Keep dragging yourself over the spikes. It's kind of strong magnetism when you think about it, that it is dragging itself over spikes. You know what, guys? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't backfire! Ooh, would you look at that? Dark Bum, Judas's Shadow, Nails, we got the Kidney Stone, Shielded Tears, the Tractor Beam. This is pretty nice. Like, I think this is look how gnarly we look. Nails wedged into our eyes, the technology on our face, the horns. Wow. Oh, that's excellent, because it all gets focused into the beam. I've never had that before. See, that was a good decision. You guys were probably worried, weren't you? You thought this might backfire horribly, but no, we're actually in quite the advantageous position. So there. I am so lucky that that worked out. That could have potentially crippled the entire run. It really could, but oh, good times. And I think another thing with these game shows is I used to literally think, because I very much didn't question things when I was younger, I used to think that they were just kidnapping these kids and just making them go on these, like, equivalent to torture game shows. Because there was one called The Tower, where a bunch of them had to work their way from the top to the bottom, and they were actively encouraged, and someone had to betray their fellow contestants in order to try and win for just themselves. And it just kind of got brutal. And there was, like, this evil witch person that was the one capturing them, and I didn't realize it was fake. So I was like, good God, one night am I going to get stolen and, like, wake up in a forced game show and forced to do battle against my fellow kids in an effort to survive? I was legitimately scared. I used to sleep with a bit of rope under my pillow because I thought the rope would come in handy. Like, I looked at all the various challenges on these shows and I was like, well, if I had some rope, I could probably complete a lot of them a lot easier. So I used to sleep with rope in order to have a better chance should I get taken in the night. Oh, I'd forgotten about that now. Just imagine me clutching a spool of rope knowing, you may steal me for your game show, evil witch, but I'm prepared. Oh man, that's wonderful. Also, that is a great little synergy there. It really is. We'll grab the battery, why not? Where is the item room? That's a good question. I have a feeling it's probably back. If we can get a little bit of movement speed, if we can get a little bit of more tiers, then we should be in a very, very advantageous position here, because we're already basically unkillable, because we have ourselves Dark Bomb and Shielded Tiers, which is just wonderful. But obviously, I'd like to kill things even harder, and we do actually have more DPS than back when we had just the not lung of Monstro. God, I'm still thinking about that amazing seed of the week. God, it was good. Because we still had Polyphemus, and it just wasn't as much. What am I talking about? Actually can't remember what I'm talking about. Oh, we do have Taurus. I didn't even notice that. That's really helpful. I like Taurus as an item. I really do. I think it's a lot of fun. Nearly? Very, very nearly. But yeah, we are basically unkillable. Why are we moving so slow? Since when does Taurus slow you down this much after use? I don't remember that being a thing. We'll open this and we get ourselves a Joker. Well, as I want to keep the Emperor anyway, I think we'll just use the Joker now and hopefully get ourselves a lump of coal, because that will make this even more powerful, like a really large amount more powerful. Charge up and fire! It's not actually doing that much damage thinking about it, but there we have it. So, we're now going to do a lovely amount of increased. Hopefully we get something that changes the colour of the tiers, because while I like Lump of Coal, and yes, I realise I forgot a money there, my bad, it does barely look like anything anymore, because you've got to have your fashion on. I don't think anything can really charge through this beam, because it's just such a large amount. Alright, that looked excellent, the coal beam. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, I don't really think anything can fire enough tiers to get past us. Maybe It Lives can, and maybe Isaac, but I think all in all, we are going to be having some lovely beam battles. That's a shame. Definitely, that is a shame, but we can't win them all. We can't win them all. We've still got, hopefully, one more great item room left, and also double, hopefully, a boss drop that's going to make us go, like Magic Mushroom. Magic Mushroom would be excellent to get right now. Okay, the actual Kidney Stone itself does do a fairly competent amount of damage, doesn't it? Like, really nice. And the fact that it's a piercing tier. I don't know the actual damage increase on the Kidney tier, but it always feels like such a huge amount. Alright, who is going to be our boss walling it? Like freaking Rope. Goddamn Rope was the best I could come up with. I guess it's at least a little bit sensible if we're going to be surviving in jungles and stuff. It wasn't completely moronic, but I do like how my parents just allowed that, by the way. I mean, I guess I would if I had a kid and he wanted to do that. Like, why not? If it made him feel better, it made him feel better. I guess we'll break the skulls because we might get ourselves a black heart. No, we don't actually get anything. That's kind of rare. Normally it's at least a host, but just absolutely nothing. We should be about to Taurus soon. In fact, no, I think we'll kill him before we Taurus, and we are identically timed. Ooh, getting speed up is great, because obviously that means Taurus is going to activate a little bit earlier, so really not a terrible boss drop for at least our current configuration, but who knows how this might evolve. I like I've just abandoned the confirmation that I am definitely an Isaac artificial created life form. Balls of Steel, not bad. Lots of health is good. Gonna go right first because I regret my decisions. Now I'm just trapped in a room with spooky teeth ghost. Do haunts actually have teeth? I feel like they do. Otherwise, like, how would they hurt you? I guess they hurt you by just draining your life force because they are technically ghosts, so that works out. Hopefully this is a room we can dominate with a line of tears. Kind of. I mean, I do love Tractor Beam. I hated it when I first found it in Afterbirth because I was like, why don't I want to take away the ability to fire tears sideways? But it's just so useful to be able to just put the beam on someone and then just let it do work. It's really, really great. In fact, Kane's Eye is honestly the only bad item we got. It's a shame we did get shielded tears, and not a shame in terms of power because they're very useful, but a shame in terms of visuals because we would have ourselves some nails, if not. I do want to find transcendent tears, because then when the kidney stone bursts, our tears would just go round and round and round, getting huge with lump of coal, and that'd be a really, really sweet combination. But alas, alack, the chances of us actually getting transcendent tears in this next room are going to be, well, let's just say a little bit low. I'm actually going to take that spom as a sign and then go on. In fact, I'll use it on this room because we can just crush all the skulls and maybe actually get something from it. No? I mean, maybe. Who knows? We got a second Emperor. Not crazy helpful. Oh, Hierophant's not bad. So I guess 2 Spirit Hearts is definitely worth it. And I guess we could also have Emperored to get a free boss rush, but we're a little bit too slow for that, unfortunately. Yeah, I think definitely our item room is going to prove to be over here. Careful. I hate having to waste my kidney stone on a single enemy, because I just feel bad for Eden. Imagine he's got to pass a kidney stone, like, every minute or so. That is just insane. Like, how do you even keep up with that? It's got to be just excruciatingly, agonizingly, infuriatingly painful. May as well sun it up, because again, we want to keep the Emperor. Oh, wow. Wow, this is quite a sizable Depths 2 floor. That's insane, thinking about it. Huh. Alright, well, we'll go in the double key room, because I've got a good feeling about it. Something's calling me. Well, the money may come in useful. This shop might end up being good. It might have restocking items in, and then we can do some shenanigans with that, so you never know. But I do need some more speed-up items. In fact, I kind of think Libra might be pretty damn good for us here if we get it, because it'll obviously give us a load more tears. It'll probably up our damage a little bit, and mainly it'll make us start running really fast to get instant Taurus. Though then again, instant Taurus isn't great. It's not like it does a huge amount of damage. So I guess we will see. But yeah, if we do get a nice bit of damage up when kidney bursts, we're going to pretty much kill anything that stands before us that isn't named the Hush or Ultra Greed. And I guess we should be using this and getting maximum amount of health as possible. Though now I'm on max, I can actually save it for important fights, which is good. Oh, that's awkward. I just went in front of that enemy like, surprise, I'm gonna kill. Oh my god. Oh, just the face starts bulging red. Come on. Nobody wants you, Robo Baby. You're pathetic. Oh, that sucks so hard. With such high hopes for that final item. I mean, yeah, in situations like this, he at least does something, but I just... Oh, man, that could have been so much better. I'm surprised that kidney stone burst didn't kill that entire row of enemies, but I suppose that is fine. What do we got in here? Okay, that's pretty good. Admittedly, that ain't bad. Let's get the bomb. In fact, we're just going to buy everything because we can. Hell, we'll even get the addicted pill because after all, I believe in role-playing, and clearly we have to get the addicted pill because we're addicted, so that just makes sense. God damn the money in that chest! Oh, alright, so we're gonna do this, go in here, and then use it, and just get ourselves a load of, hopefully, stuff. Wow. That was very anticlimactic. That was seriously anticlimactic. I'm just going to bomb through this and get the key, so we at least have a key, though I imagine we'll have enough for the chest by the time that we get there, but all in all, we don't even look as cool anywhere. We look like a monstrosity of power, and now we just kind of look like a reject of an extreme costume show. Although I guess maybe it won't be a reject. If you've gone to the extreme of shoving nails in your eyes to compete in the extreme costume contest, you probably should win, because... you would just feel horrible after that if you didn't. Might as well get the secret room as we found it. You know, after that D4 luckiness, I think I used it all for this run. And now we're kind of finished. We're just so finished. Oh, hang on, that's not entirely true. We still have a potential devil deal for us. Here we go. This is going to be great, because if we get something, I don't know, actually, we don't even really want Mum's Knife. What do we want? Just damage up? So, like, Pact, Mark, Abaddon would work really nicely on this. Hell, I guess Brimstone would be okay. Though Kidney Stone with Brimstone doesn't really work, so perhaps not. I mean, I'm doing what Taurus damage I can. Not that that's great against a boss that spends most of its time hiding in a doorway. Though, imagining Mother actually doing this is kind of freaky when you think about it. Because she's, like, found this tiny room, and she's just pressing her, like, arm against it and just watching her flesh bulge into it like that's somehow going to help. And then whenever she does it, she's like, ow, 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 stop it. Because she keeps feeling, like, all of these little things going against her. I just don't get it. And not even a devil deal. This is a rip-off. Small rock? Not even a small rock. This is a rip-off. This is just core blimey. Core to the blimey. It's fine. It's fine. It's all going to go exponentially well from this point out. I mean, I'm still not worried about the run. I'm not worried about dying. I just want godlike power. Is that too much to ask? Guys, please grant me it. I believe in you all. Ooh, here's a good question. And this is when I find myself thinking about, if you had the power to give yourself superpowers, like good quality superpowers, but if you choose to do it, the only way to do it is to also give someone you really dislike superpowers. Is it worth it to you to have cool, awesome superpowers if you also know that in the acquiring of them, someone you absolutely hate, detest, cannot stand, someone who has wronged you so hard, someone that you really is just a scumbag of a human, everybody knows one, they also get the coolness of having powers? But at least you do as well. Is that worth it, or do you have both of you not? I mean, you could look at it, well, that's great, I get to be a superhero, and then I get my own super villain to fight. I mean, easy. But it's not just as simple as that, is it? Because you still, oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, wow, Robo Baby actually helped me out there, fair enough. Because it's not just the same as that, because what if he becomes a hero as well? You can't just fight him, because then you'd ironically be the villain, and, you know, that's no good. So you might just have to accept that this person that is just a scumbag is now having the awesome life of a superhero just so you can also do it. Would you go for that? Would you make that happen? Tactical damage there, of course, to trigger ourselves the stopwatch as we mash that brain in it. Alright, let's head over to here. Oh, come on. I am struggling so hard to find myself the correct path on this floor. Like, really, really badly. 3 wrong turns. There's just too many goddamn wrong turns. I love how many that fires when we kidney stone it out. I mean, maybe an argument could have been made to keep the D4 and keep going, but it's just such a cool interaction that I've not really experienced before that I just had to have it in a run. And the fact that there are interactions I've never experienced before after the amount of time I put in this game is just absurd and really goes a long way to knowing why I still love it. Oh, and I do want to say one quick thing. I didn't think this was a thing, but a comment the other day proved that it was. Apparently a few of you, the minority I know, but apparently a few of you think I only show runs where I win in the Greed and the Eden streak, and I want to say that that's obviously wrong. I mean, to me it seems pretty logical that it's wrong because it's not much of a streak. Guys, I did it! I managed to successfully handpick 51 runs! Yeah! Like, come on now. Obviously I show you guys every run I do. It would be no fun otherwise. There'd be no suspense, no wonder, no edge of your seat. Am I gonna die or am I gonna not die? So, yeah, don't worry about that. I've obviously show you guys every run for those of you that are for some reason confused. Oh, look at the tiny little eye. It was so tiny. I really don't know if I would do it. I really don't know if I would with the superpower thing. I think I probably would. And then you could just murder them with their superpowers before they realize that they had superpowers, and then you'd technically get away with it, but then you'd be a murderer. But I guess if you had superpowers, it's not like anyone can arrest you now, is it? In fact, that's kind of the moral quandary. If you were so as powerful as Superman, and there wasn't anyone else anywhere near you, everyone else was just normal humans, you're kind of above the law, because it's like, what can they do? You can be like, fine, yeah, totally arrest me. I'll just stand here and let you do it. If you can move me off the spot, totally will let you arrest me. It's like, haha, great. I guess it's kind of like Hancock, isn't it? They actually convinced him to go to prison. And a couple of themes in the newer movies that the heroes do need to be kept in check. And I finally watched Batman vs. Superman the other day, and I have to say, ugh, What are they doing to those poor characters? I will say the fight scene in the warehouse was amazing and proper Batman fighting, but the rest of it, I mean, I wasn't, like, bored, I guess, but it just seems such poor treatment of the characters. I think that's why I really dislike it more than anything else. Alright, we got a kidney stone. Who's next? See, that was the entire kidney stone, and it only did 70% of a Loki. That's kind of not great when you think about it. I wonder how much that'll get through Isaac. If only I could have Polyphemus and Magnetic Tears still. You know, if I could just choose some items not to get D4 rerolled. That would actually make it a really, really potent item. In fact, I think in Afterbirth Plus, I have a sneaking suspicion they'll add a dice that just re-rolls the last item you picked up retroactively, so you can just take it with you and keep doing it. Or maybe the last 2 items until you happen to get a really good pair of them, and then you can leave it. That would be kind of nice, right, wouldn't it? Just to be able to handpick them after you've chosen, so you don't just have to wait on the pedestal and the amount of charge. You can just keep taking it with you. I think that would be really, really sweet. Okay, I'll use the keys on it. In fact, I'm actually getting quite a lot of keys from basically nowhere, which is nice. Not that I need this money, but on the off chance of money equals power, why the hell not? And fire the kidney stones! The kidney stones. There we go. I got there in the end. Kind of want piercing tears back. I think it's like the one thing I'm really missing here for true glory. God damn you, invincible thing. 2 can play at that and they're gonna collide! Oh, wait, I didn't even kill it. I didn't even one-shot it. That's just sad. Bad guy. Sorry, Darkbomb. Was that me? I have no idea. I do obviously want to spend my last red heart in a devil deal, but I didn't really want Missing Page. It's just not a very good item now, is it? In fact, we did get a second speed up, obviously, with the Roid Rage, so we're in a very good position. Taurus Rise, we're going to clear a lot of rooms very quickly. For some reason, I keep thinking when I press spacebar, I get the Taurus effect. I don't know why I'm confusing the items, but I am, and it's why I keep just walking into enemies. I swear, that's why. It's not because I'm bad. You gotta believe me, Doc. You gotta believe me. You gotta believe me. And money cap achieved. Boom, boom, boom. And oh, I thought he was a 4-fire. They really should put this room with a 4-fire in, just to really mess with you. No, the last thing I need right now is a health up. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, that sucks, that sucks, but we can deal with it. All we have to do is get a single 2-heart devil deal on this floor, and we should be fine. I mean, we've got good chances to get them. Hopefully, I can actually make it happen. No super fast zombies. Oh, God, gotta bring them down, gotta bring them down. There we go. That was very close. That was true Isaac zombie apocalypse scenario realizing. And we found our boss. Fantastic. Careful. Kill this one as it comes round. Oh, crap. I nearly got denied by my kidney stone, but we got there in the end. And we nicely have ourselves the nail off cooldown, so that is very, very good. Use that to get them. Oh, come on. It always spawns on top of me. Like, without fail, it does. Alright, well, Taurus a little bit of damage. Obviously, Taurus not great against bosses, unless they are very, very squishy bosses. So what I'm thinking is that it technically shouldn't be possible for us to ever get hit because of stopwatch and shielded tears. I should be able to just stand here doing this, and then nothing can really happen. In fact, because of kidney stone, I can actually go toe-to-toe with the beam before I obviously run out of the power. See, look, yeah, it's completely wiping it out. That's phenomenal. We kind of do need something else to be able to kill what we're fighting while we're blocking the tears, like the guillotine from before. Not guillotine, sorry, the pinking shears. That's the one. And obviously I can't stop the brimstone when that happens, but I'm sure that won't be too much of an issue. Yeah, the kidney stone does make it fire fast enough to get through all the tears. Careful. This one kind of sucks with the laser beam because I can only fire in a straight line, so only when I'm directly across. And damn! No freaking Devil deal. It's fine. We can kill Isaac, go to the floor, get 4 items, immediately get to Blue Baby, and job should be a good one. So, all in all, this is not the end of the world. It's just end of most of the world. Ooh, ooh. I don't know why I'm oohing. I just felt like it would be appropriate there. Sometimes you just need to inspire mystery. You know, sometimes you just do. Alright, come on, give me something good. Give me a map. Map would be lovely, Beggar. Give me your map! I don't care that it's your only prized possession that you have left of your family. Give me it. Oh, a bumbo from a beggar? I didn't even realize that could happen. That's amazing. A bumbo from a beggar. It sounds like some sort of wise old expression. They say if the stars align, one can find a bungo from a beggin. A bungo from a beggin. Why did you feel the need to try and fuse the words, brain? Why did you feel the need to do that? Can I just ask? For what world was that useful in? Because I think the answer is none. The answer is so clearly none. Okay, this one's got a few of the fast ones in, and by a few of the fast ones, I mean all of them, but that was satisfying as hell. That was great. I think I'm going the right way, just because it is still going, so that's a good sign. And we are doing a fairly good amount of damage. In fact, I'll admit that our Robo-Baby friend was doing more damage than me in that room, just because he was getting to cleave through all the parts. Damn! It's fine, though. I've got plenty of bombs and plenty of ways to check. We don't care about that pill. Oh, that's a shame. I think I'll save the nail for now. I was going to skip this room, but we definitely want to kill Sloth just in case we get any particularly good tarot cards. Hell, a Joker taking us to a 2-heart devil deal would just be absolutely flawless. Absolutely flawless. Ain't that right, you rotten individual? I can never really tell what's in Sloth's mouth because it just looks like kind of green, mushy stuff. But I doubt it's just, like, holding random... I mean, I guess it could be decomposed flesh, right? That would technically work out. And obviously, the question does remain why I'm even considering this. So what's that really gross-looking thing in your mouth, man? Is that normal? You can't just mention that! Oh my god, I can't take you anywhere! No, Envy. No, sorry, that's not happening. Hey! Well, would you look at that? How are you doing, Isaac? Fire! Oh, that was beautiful. So, can we out-tier him? That is the question. I think that we can. Well, obviously not anymore. We'll get a little bit of Taurus damage in. If only Bumbo was fully Bumbified, then he would be annihilating him while we just block the tiers, but that's not to be. Fortunately, every time we do get a kidney stone, we're going to do quite the number on him, so we got that going. Right, if I put him here, is he going to fire? No, I took damage for you, Robo-Baby, and then you didn't even hit him. Like, you can reach your lasers a room size, man. Come on. Just turn around and fire. Oh, there we go. But it's kind of not really worth it because then I can't fire, and I kind of need to be able to fire. Oh, this is such an awkwardly long Isaac fight, primarily because of my shielded tears. There goes the baby. He's only a tiny, tiny, tiny bit away from the we've won phase, which is really, really good. I mean, which phase do you guys actually find harder on Isaac? I think for a new player, it definitely is the beam phase. I think it's like panic. Oh my god, how do I deal with it? It damages me every time. And I think that's why it's there. But for someone who even slightly understands just stand still in a corner, it's completely non-threatening. I guess him moving around a little bit like Blue Baby does kind of sucks, because you might just have him walk into you and tear you the hell up, but I don't know. And by tear you the hell up, I of course mean tell you a sad story that makes you start sniffling. There once was a bee that sat on a wall, it got shot in the face and it's dead. Why would you tell me that, Isaac? 'Cause I'm a bastard. I don't know why he went Scottish for that, but I think bastard obviously sounds better in Scottish. In no small part, of course, to Austin Powers' contribution to the bastard in Scottish. That sounds like a really pretentious film. Coming soon to a cinema near you. Bastard in Scottish. Just audiences walking out, dabbing their eyes with tears at the end. Alright, let's get a little boost of items and then basically do it again, but with Blue Baby this time. which might be a little bit more challenging. Oh, come on. What do you call all this then? I'll take what makes you larger. It doesn't actually affect your hitbox. Why not? And then I guess we'll do that. Alright, well, on to the fight. And actually, we do technically still have Judas' shadow, so I guess if we somehow die to a stopwatched blue baby, we can just get a little bit of health from our spacebar and then come back with an actual nice amount of damage. We've actually done a fairly good bit to him. As it stands, I might just keep walking around him and then we should be able to hit him a little bit more often. Hell, even the slowed down homing tiers are being quite potent here. In fact, getting Daddy's love was really good because then we at least have something consistently hitting him for a bomb's worth of damage. Oh, it's so satisfying. It really is. Irrelevant of anything this run, I'm just really glad we got to have. I'm really glad we got to run out of hard drive space on literally the final fight. God damn it, Blue Baby! Was that your final attempt to beat me? Capitalize on my unprofessionalism, you smart, clever bastard. Well, it did not work, for I was prepared with footage to delete. Yeah, I felt bad about the initial laugh, so I had to do another one to make sure it was totally good. But I think we can safely say that we are going to ruin his day and claim victory. And guys, 50 in a row! Would you look at that? Boom. How awesome. Let's have a like for that. I love you all. Subscribe for more. Oh, goodbye.